Welcome to your Myths and Heroes all-inclusive tour. I'm Pan, and I'll be your guide on this fantastical journey. Our first stop is fabulous Mount Olympus, home of the Greek gods. Before we move on to our next site, see if you can catch a glimpse of these famous folks as they work and play. Hephaestus, Zeus, Dionysus, Artemis, Aphrodite, Athena, Poseidon. Not every mythological figure lives on Mount Olympus. Interesting creatures and special humans can be found all over the place. It looks like some of them have gotten together for a little shindig today. Let's stop by for some hors d'oeuvres and say hello to some of the famous guests. Pygmalion, Prometheus, Narcissus, King Midas, Atlas, Pegasus, Arachne, Jason. Meet Heracles, one of the most famous heroes you'll find this side of the Acropolis. He's always performing one impossible feat or another. After you hit the concession stands, search this parade being thrown in his honor for some of these items featuring the great hero. Soft drink, magazine, banner, t-shirt, street sign, shoe, billboard. Now we're off to the island of Crete, where we'll catch up with another great hero, Theseus. When he heard that a great half-man, half-bull beast called the Minotaur was causing trouble, Theseus knew he had to offer his help. He's about to enter a great labyrinth to search for the beast. Can you help him find his way through the maze to slay the Minotaur? This is the Gorgon's place, a cozy little cave where the three snake-haired sisters turn people to stone with their fearsome faces. Looks like that famed son of Zeus, Perseus, beat us here, and he seems ready for a fight. While he looks for a way to slay mortal Medusa, find these visitors who made the mistake of looking the Gorgons in the eye. This detective, this Norseman, this singer, this thinker, this soldier, these explorers, this pirate. Next stop, Troy and its most recognizable landmark, a giant wooden horse given by the Greeks. Too bad the Trojans didn't know that those wily Greek soldiers hid inside and sneaked into the city. As the two sides attempt to work things out, look around the battlefield for these other wooden animals. Elephant, pig, dog, cat, mouse, cow, duck. After a long battle, a hero just wants to go home. Unfortunately for Odysseus here, the gods won't be making that too easy for him. At least he'll be traveling in style. Step aboard his ship, the Odyssey, and search for some of the creatures who will make this ride a journey to remember. Calypso, Siren, Circe, Cyclops, Poseidon, Charybdis, Scylla. All humans, heroes, and villains alike end their journeys as shades in the Underworld, where Hades runs the show. Looks like the ferryman Charon is bringing in some new shades. While Hades and Persephone welcome the new residents, see if you can spot these shades that are already here. Jousticus. Dimitri fell on his Heticus. Alexander the Not-So-Great. Iris I weren't Dedicus. Joaquin Pneumoniacus. Aris stomped on me. Dinah Broken Heartiless. Climb back up Mount Olympus and look for these items the gods and goddesses use to do their jobs. Aphrodite's love potion, Eros's arrows, Athena's book of wisdom, Hestia's bellows, Apollo's lyre, Hermes' messenger bag, Demeter's grain. Dance on back to the mythological mayhem and load your plate with some of these favorite Greek foods. Dolmathis, baklava, souvlaki, Greek salad, olives, pastizio, ambrosia, keftidas. Heracles trained very hard to be a hero. Parade back to his celebration and look for these things that helped make him so strong. Spinach, energy bar, dumbbells, manual, coach, protein shake, jump rope. Wind your way back through the labyrinth and look for these fearsome creatures guarding the Minotaur's home. Echidna, Cyclops, Griffin, Argus, Gorgon, Centaur. Slither back to the home of the serpent-haired Gorgon sisters and search for these snakes. Anaconda, viper, coral snake, rattlesnake, python, king cobra, black mamba, boa constrictor. Gallop back to the Trojan War and look for these other horses around the battlefield. Racehorse, horse whisperer, horse of a different color, rocking horse, horse costume, dark horse, horse-drawn carriage. Odysseus's crewmates have an exhausting adventure. Sail back to the Odyssey and search for these sailors enjoying the relaxing journey home while it lasts. The Underworld is guarded by a ferocious-looking three-headed dog named Cerberus. Descend into Hades' realm once more and look for these things he's provided for the pup. Collars, ball, brush, bowls, bones, leash, treats. Think you know your myths? Go back through the book and look for these additional characters and items found in the Greek legends. Achilles, smarting from an arrow to the heel. Achilles' mother, dipping her child in the river Styx. Adonis, flexing his muscles at the party. Apollo, god of music, rockin' out. Ariadne, handing Theseus the ball of string that leads him through the labyrinth. Atropos, the fate who cuts the thread of life, brandishing her scissors. Calliope, muse of epic poetry, learning about the Odyssey. Cassandra, ancient fortune-teller whom no one believes. Cerberus, Hades' three-headed guard dog. Charon, ferryman of the river Styx. Erato, muse of love poems, holding a collection of romantic writings. Eris, goddess of discord, watching Paris judge three lovely ladies. Galatea, Pygmalion's statuesque wife. Geryon, a three-headed and three-legged giant. The Furies, security guards to the gods, keeping order at the party and in the underworld. The Graces, the gods' favorite performers, putting on a show. A Greek drama in progress on the cruise. Harpies, those winged beasts that haunt the underworld. Hebe and Ganymede, Mount Olympus's version of waitresses. Helen of Troy, feeling a bit carried away by the war. Hera, sharing her husband Zeus's throne. Hesperides' golden apples, a stand selling some very valuable fruit. Icarus and Daedalus toasting their ill-advised new wings. Io, turned into a cow by Zeus, meeting the Minotaur at the party. Jason and his golden fleece, sweater. Judges of the underworld, Minos, Rhadamanthus, and Aeacus. King Eurystheus, chagrined by the success of Heracles' labors. Megara, proud wife of Heracles, by his side at the parade. Nike, goddess of athletes, leaping through the party. Olympic athletes, parading in Heracles' honor. Orpheus, leading his doomed wife, Eurydice, from the underworld. Pandora, wishing she had not just opened that box. Persephone, Hades' wife, goddess of the underworld, handing out milk and honey. The skin of the Nemean lion, Heracles' new favorite accessory. Sisyphus, doomed soul, rolling his rock up a hill for eternity. Urania, muse of astronomy, peering through her telescope. Tantalus, unlucky shade, surrounded by water he cannot drink and food he cannot reach. Thalia, muse of comedy, riling up Melpomene, muse of tragedy, at the party. Titans, former gods, stuck in an eternal game of cards in the underworld.